The fishing news is brought to you by Shoreline Insurance Agency of Rocky Point, New York.
Hi folks, Fred GOLOFARO here for this week's video fishing report. Well, finally a break in the weather, with temperatures hitting the 60-degree mark, along with a break from the wind on Sunday. There's also an encouraging forecast for the week ahead, and Wednesday's opening of striped bass season here in the Marine District. There were some positive signs on the fishing front as well. The past week brought some scattered reports of small stripers, but also the arrival of some big bass showing up under bunker schools in Raritan Bay. We finally had some confirmed catches of flounder from widely scattered areas, even though they were few and far between. And Captain Steve on the Point Lookout Bay Superhawk continues to put his fares into some real quality cod on the 3 a.m. limited rec specials. They saw very good catches on Friday, Saturday, and again on Sunday, with pool fish averaging 30 pounds plus. Ed P. and his 12-year-old son Dylan tallied 6 cod over 25 pounds, and Bob Jung took the pool with a 38-pounder on Friday. Bob Cheddar decked 2 over 30 pounds, and Paulie took Sunday's pool with a 39.5-pounder. On the flounder front, Craig at Smith Point Bait and Tackle reported that Artie had 2 flounder to 19.5 inches on worms from the Smith Point Bridge shoreline. Frank at Chasing Tails Bait and Tackle in Oakdale reported that Will Grenshaw and his father Clark pulled their limit of flatties to 14 inches on sandworms and plenty of mussel chum on Sunday. Joe Tolley also managed his limit fishing the Smith Point Bridge area. Frank also had a couple of private boat customers score nice catches of cod to 20 pounds and pollock to 10 pounds on jigs and clams outside of Fire Island Inlet. Frank Ruperto of Bernie's Bait and Tackle in Sheepshead Bay told of a very slow pick of flounder for boats in the area, but a little better results for those fishing the 69th Street Pier, where a few small bass were also in the mix. Better bass scores came from the Staten Island shore at Tottenville and Sequeen Avenue on clams and sandworms. Up in the Western Sound, John DeCuffer of Jack's Bait and Tackle in City Island had a customer catch a pair of keeper flatties off the Glen Island Casino, and a few boaters reported keepers from Orchard Beach Lagoon and Eastchester Bay. Sandworms and bloodworms with clam and mussel chum have been the key to scoring flatties. Over at Island Bait and Tackle in City Island, Louis had reports of keeper flounder from Orchard Beach Lagoon on the weekend, and some school stripers from inside Turtle Cove and off the Pelham Bay Bridge on plugs and bloodworms. Most tackle shops will be fully stocked with flounder and striper baits this week, and many plan on having fresh bunker available for Wednesday's season opener. On the freshwater side, trout fishing remains solid in most lakes and ponds around the island after receiving a second stocking last week. If you have a report you'd like to share with other viewers, shoot me an email at fgolofaro@thefisherman.com. Include your name and as many details about your catch as possible, and photos are always welcome. Until next week, I'm Fred GOLOFARO, wishing you good fishing in 2015.
To receive the latest fishing reports, subscribe to the Fisherman's YouTube page. Click subscribe, then click the settings button and check Send Me Updates. You'll now receive notifications of the latest Fisherman YouTube videos and reports. If you're already a subscriber, make sure you've checked Send Me Updates in the settings so you receive the latest notifications.